Coach Z.A. Siobhan, back with another video regarding revising the story that you're telling yourself. So I wanted to do this video because I know a lot of people were discussing what is revising, how can I do a revision. Revising is the same, any standard words, right? So before I get into this video, please like, share, and subscribe if you feel like this is a blessing to you or someone else can receive the message that we are going to speak about today. All right. If you need any assistance with your feminine healing coach, as far as the feminine healing coach, my information for the book me is in my description box. If you need a motivational speaker, my information as well is in the description box. And also CapCut, I am a CapCut affiliate now, so if you use CapCut, want to use CapCut, use the affiliate link in my description box. Now, let's get into revising the old story that you tell yourself. So, when it comes to revising the story, the best time that I feel for me, and it's worked for my clients as well, is to start in the morning, right before you feel yourself waking up, and as you're drifting off to sleep. So that's because your subconscious is kicking in and your conscious is basically going into sleep mode. Your subconscious is up 24/7, and most people call your subconscious, us in the spiritual world, also known as your heart. So it's your heart's desires. So you're trying to revise the story that you keep on telling yourself, right? Say it's a bad story or an uncomfortable one or something that you just want to bring something else into it. So when you're drifting off to sleep, you can repeat this out loud to yourself, or you can repeat it in your head as you feel yourself drifting off. It's revising the story that was told. So whenever you experience that bad experience or that uncomfortable experience, what you want to do is revise it. So say that you just lost your job, and instead of saying I'm no longer employed or what am I do, say I'm gainfully employed with a great employer who listens to my mind, understands where I'm coming from, I understand where I'm coming from. My supervisor is easy to get along with, they're so personable, we keep things professional, but I get acknowledged for my efforts and anything that I do above and beyond that is not required of me. However you would like to rephrase it, right? It's been 6 years since I worked for someone, so I had to take my power back when it came to working with someone else, for someone else. I know that everybody doesn't want to be an entrepreneur, and that's perfectly fine. But you want to be gainfully employed, and you would like to be employed with someone where you love yourself and that is shown appreciation at that time, right? So you want to be with someone who is respectful. That's just like even in a relationship or a friendship, any type of friendship. You want to be loved, not appreciated, which is appreciate hate. No, you want to be appreciated love, where you appreciate the love that that person is giving to you. One of the affirmations that I always say to myself is, I love myself correctly, and in return, others love me correctly as well. That is the energy that I'm giving out. I thank you, Amiyan, for your thumbs up. Truly appreciate it. And also, just revising your story. So, whatever the story, most of the people that I coach are women, and most of the things they have is besides work, is besides their love life or their kids or the nieces and nephews who they didn't raise like their kids, and they want to have a better experience with them in life, right? So what does that look like for you? That would look like, oh, I need to make sure that I love on myself more. So I rephrase the story and I retell my story, a new story to myself, because I want to revise, so I want to have good experiences. Even when you're not high vibrating and you're not in your highest self, right? What do you want to do? I want to say that I am well, regardless of the fact, because you're reconditioning your mind, for your mind to tell you, how do you truly feel about yourself? Where do I see myself? So I'm revising what story I'm giving to myself to create a new one. Because what you feed, you will see. So that means whatever thought comes to your mind is what you're going to see in reality, okay? So we're going to try to, what we're not trying to do, we are going to do. We don't try to do anything. What we're going to do is recondition our mind for more pleasant experiences. That's what you can do this with any story that you're telling yourself or repeatedly that is uncomfortable, or you really want to stop up here thinking about it, right? You wanted to get it out your mind. So we call this mind consciousness. So with mind consciousness, I'm telling my mind how to react to any and everything. And so therefore we're going to recondition and restate or re-emphasize what we really want to see. So it's not replaying the same thing. It's actually giving us higher dopamine for us to raise our vibration so we can attract those and have the outcomes that we want. A lot of people like to use the revision process when it comes to relationships. Say that you and your significant other are not having our spouse is having the best relationship, right? Experience or whatever. Say you argue. You can use this going to bed because you don't want to go to rest when your vibrations are low, or you just thinking like things that you really don't want to take, right? How you doing, Red Pill? Doing things that you don't want to do, right? So you got to make sure that you're not taking the red pill and being that toxic energy for yourself, right? You want to make sure that you are saying to yourself, I am in high vibration, I love myself. If you cannot say anything else before you go to rest, before you drift off, say, I am in high vibration, I am in love with myself, I love myself. Or you can say your name, I love, and state your name, right? So you're trying to recondition, not trying, you are going to recondition your mind to say, I am, and state what you are. Because what you state behind that I am is what you shall see, right? So y'all got into an argument. It got hectic, you know. Words you cannot take back. And that words you need to watch, be mindful of the words you speak, because you're up here speaking things into existence as well, casting spells over your word. That's why it's called spelling words. But neither here nor there. You want to be mindful of what the words that you speak regarding onto someone else, about somebody else, or onto yourself, onto your kids, anything, pets, whatever. You speak words of love, and you come from a place of love. And when you come from a high vibration of love, which is the highest vibration that you can get to, then therefore you will see what you need to be up here seeing regarding that relationship. So revising that story. So y'all had an argument. Then you stay to yourself as you drifting off, or as you waking up, because like I stated, that's the best time to do it. You will sit up here and you will be like, okay, me and my significant other, we're so in love with each other. We speak so kindly to each other. We're so nice to each other. Say anything that is not what you was up here saying when y'all had exchange of words, okay? The total opposite of what happened is what you're speaking before you go to rest or before you rise. So therefore, then you're going to condition yourself, and then you'll see you have a different outcome or out appearance. And if that vibration is not in line, then maybe you need to go within and see if this is really the type of relationship that you would like. Whereas disharmony, you don't want anything that is of this anything. That means not of. You don't want dis-ease, because now your stress level is up, and that is going to cause for your internal organs to start up here taking on and doing other yunky and icky things, causing your stomach to be upset, anxiety to rise, things of that nature. So revision is good for those type of things, to keep the not so pleasant thoughts at bay. You're not ignoring it, not saying it didn't happen, but you don't like the outcome. That's why sometimes when you get into an argument with somebody, or you do something, all of a sudden you just feel agitated and irritated. Instead of running to alcohol or running to any kind of substance, drugs or substance, go within and say, ask yourself truly, how does this make me feel? And if it doesn't make you feel of high vibration, how can I fix this? How can I reassess, revision how I really want to feel, which means I revise the story that I tell myself, which means I raise my vibration, which makes me at a higher frequency match to attract those things in which I want to come into my life, right? So that's the type of things we want to do. So when you're going to do revision, you are basically retelling the story in a positive light that you want to come to bring forth into your life, right? One of the other things that you can do it doing meditation. I highly suggest if you meditate, or for those who still stay going into prayer, go into prayer, go into meditation, you're going within. And so when you're going within, you tell yourself what you would like to see for your life. You speaking to yourself, to your higher self, calling in the things in which you want to see for your life along this journey. If you do not like what you see, you can use revision for that as well. That's with anything. So revision is a good tool and a good skill to, to hone in and to redo, so you can actually start elevating yourself on a thing. And also hold yourself accountable. If in the process you were wrong, state your wrongs to make them right. You see what I'm stating? And don't be so harsh on yourself about that, but you do your part of apologizing to that person and are holding yourself accountable and making sure that you are going along the path to not to do that action again. I always say what the saying is, be quick to listen, slow to speak. That's part of, you don't have to take back something that you never said. Now, even if you're thinking in your mind, you need to get right with that as well. You see what I'm stating? Because it's been some times I didn't say some things, but in my mind I was thinking some things, and I had to go back, and say, hey, now Z, Mama, you can't be doing that. Like, you have to actually raise your vibration up. That's what the great former Miss First Lady Michelle Obama meant when she stated, when they go low, we go high, because you're going into your higher self. You're not going into those low vibrational, negative, disempowering, uncomfortable words. My apologies. I thought it was my baby coming in, my doggy Ace. I thought he was coming in. I'm dog sitting, so that's TT baby. So I thought he was coming in here, so I apologize for that. But anywho, just make sure that you're doing what you need to do to revise the story for you. And like I stated, if you need assistance with that, my information is in my description box. I thank you for your time. And until next time, which is Wednesday, remember my new schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The times will vary. Depends on what my client's schedule looks like that day. All right? Until next time, beautiful spirits, be blessed and namaste.